A defense attorney purchased my ADA compliance course today, and it got me thinking that this course is perfect for anybody who wants to defend against ADA website litigation. So this would be better than any CLE course because no CLE course will go into the detail and the depth and the strategy that I have already in my course. Of course, the course is actually designed for website owners, but what I was thinking about was it works out perfectly for a defense attorney, and here's why. So the first bullet point I have in this document is that the course is better than a CLE course. And that is because it is concerned with the most commonly claimed issues in litigation. So there are more accessibility issues, but as an attorney, you're going to be concerned with the issues that are most commonly litigated because those are the ones that your clients are going to be facing. So this course is concerned with those issues. This course also contains preventative strategy that will help you form your legal strategy. So as you understand, as I go through the strategy that I recommend, you will be able to absorb that and embody that and then use that to help form your legal strategy. And I'm not going to go in depth into what that is because it's not something I would want to share where plaintiffs' lawyers could pick up on it. But there is strategy that you can take, and once you have that, you will understand. Okay, this is how I customize this for my client, and I can advise them better because of it. Also, the course is only going to take a few hours to complete. The last thing I want, and I think the last thing anybody else wants, is to go on this, take this long, convoluted course where we're talking about fluffy subjects and there's these long introductions. I hate that. I got right to the point, and it will enable you to get right to the point. In fact, it gets more to the point, quicker to the point than the CLE courses that I take. And there's no fluff, it's direct, and you will get all lean information. And my next bullet point is you already know the law, but what happens to defense attorneys in this space is they don't understand accessibility. And because they don't understand accessibility, it makes them less capable of a defense attorney. So they're not maximizing what they're not lowering settlement amounts to the degree that they can, or if they're potentially litigating these cases in court, they don't have all of the information that they would need to optimize their defense. So when you take this course, you will understand what the claims themselves actually mean. And so that's my next bullet point is you will understand these technical claims. And when you do understand the claims, you will be able to defend and combat the claims. And then under that bullet point, I have the sub bullet point, you'll be able to minimize the claims technically. So what is happening is the plaintiffs' law firms are really taking advantage of not only the gray area in this space, but also the lack of knowledge of accessibility by the defense law firms. And I've talked to numerous defense attorneys, and some of these attorneys have worked for they are in-house counsel or they are advising counsel on some of the largest companies in the world, and they do not fully understand this space. And because I understand accessibility, I'm going to relay that information and the precise information that you need to have so that you can minimize these claims, because as I was getting to earlier, the plaintiffs law firms are taking advantage of your lack of technical knowledge, and they are asserting these claims, and these claims are not being combated the way that they should, because the way that they should, I can make many of these complaints that are filed in court, I can make them look stupid. And defense attorneys just don't have the knowledge, the requisite knowledge, to be able to minimize these claims and to instead of being on the defensive all the time, as you're defending these claims, you can go on the offensive and say, well, you've claimed this, but looking at this claim, we are seeing that access has not been denied. There may be a trivial inconvenience or a trivial technical issue that you have asserted, but you have not claimed how your plaintiff has been denied access. So that this knowledge is extremely important to defending these cases, and many defense attorneys simply don't have it. So, what is the end result to all of this? Well, primarily, it's that you can lower the settlement amount for your client. Your client is going to be much happier if your settlement is, let's say, 7,000 versus 12,000. And if you are able to defend and combat the technical claims, then you are going to have much more leverage when negotiating a settlement. You will also be able to advise your clients better. So your clients are going to have to meet the settlement requirements. And knowing, having been through this course, you can help them understand, even if they're procuring services, okay, here's what you want to look for in a service, or here are the different accessibility issues that you need to pay particular attention to. There's also my course on the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, or WCAG, and you can also take that course or advise your clients to take that course so that they can understand accessibility better. Of course, the ADA compliance course, again, it is meant for website owners so that they can give to their web teams. But as I was thinking today, defense lawyers, especially if you are in the regular practice of defending your clients against website accessibility claims, you really need to take this course. The last sub bullet point is that it can help. I mean, this is what it's designed to do. It's designed to prevent litigation. So by taking this course, you can better advise your clients and you can help them prevent accessibility claims in the future. So this course is very precise. It's very accurate. It's to the point, and it is exactly something that a defense attorney. This course is exactly something that a defense attorney could go through and immediately level up their game multiple notches. I mean, this is the top of the line information. I've been in this space for several years. I've looked through complaints. I have seen demand letters. I know what the claims are, and I have gone through and I have written guides, a guide, a checklist, and now I have created a full course on the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines. And I am an attorney myself. But this is all to say I understand this space very. I am very familiar with the claims in this space and how to defend against those claims and how to combat those claims. And this is something that any counsel, in-house counsel, or advisors to counsel, or any defense attorneys, they would be much better off and be much better advocates for their clients and better able to defend their clients against these claims if they took this course.